So this is my series called Conversations from My Patio. It's not pre-scripted, so it's going to be a little raw, but I wanted to start this to kind of talk about what's going on with me and my journey and my health. So when you come to Judy's Journey Hawaii, you're going to see a lot of cooking videos because food is a big, huge part of my illness. It affects my illness in ways that I never thought was possible. So what is my illness? I have IGA, also known as Buerger's disease. It is a kidney disease that is basically caused when your hemoglobin A, which is an antibody, basically it blocks and clogs your kidneys so that they can't filter properly. So all the toxins in your kidneys, because that's what the kidneys do, get stuck, can't go anywhere. So hence you end up with kidney disease. Currently I am stage 3 chronic kidney disease. My GFR currently stands at 46 and my creatinine is 1.3. When I started this journey, when I found out that I had IgAN, I had a GFR of 22 and my creatinine was well over 2,000, which is really high. I was admitted into the hospital right away and put on high doses of steroids. I was taking 500 milligrams of steroids for 3 days. And then they put me on 60 milligrams of prednisone, which I took for a month. And every month, if my kidney function would improve, they would lower me down by 10. I am currently at 10 milligrams of prednisone, and it seems to be this is my stable spot. This is where I stay stable. But the big contributor to my disease was protein. Your kidneys wasn't able to filter the proteins, so that helped to create the blockage. So when I first got sick, I met with a nutritionist, and they talked to me about what I can do to help my disease through diet. And it was like, oh, you got to cut back your meat to this amount. You have to go on a low sodium diet. Basically, those are the two main things. So I cut back my protein. I limited what I ate in animal product, and I definitely cut out the sodium. If you look at a lot of my recipes, I don't use salt because I do a low salt diet, which basically means I do not add in any additional salt. So if I use things like miso where salt is naturally there, or if there's sauces or ketchups or anything like that, it's fine as long as it's under 5%. And I don't add any extra salt, so I don't use any kosher salt or anything like that. But I was still eating meat at the time. And my numbers were getting better, but they were slowly getting better. Like it was like one here, one there. And I just kind of was looking at the big picture and did some research and realized that I really wanted to make an impact. And I thought the best way for me to make an impact with my disease was to go plant-based. And I did a lot of research. I read a lot of articles. I watched a bunch of documentaries. In fact, it was probably the Forks Over Knives documentary on Netflix that really got me kind of, okay, this is what I want to do. Because realizing how much eating meat really affects your body was something I never really realized. So I decided to go plant-based. And this was November of last year. So November 2019. And I started to really just adapt to the plant-based diet. I researched recipes. I joined blogs. I joined different groups on Facebook to get more information, and I just really made it my own. And I quickly started seeing improvements. watching my GFR get better was probably one of the things that really convinced me that I was on the right track and that I was making the right decisions. The biggest thing for me was my doctor. So when I started this whole journey, I was basically told by my doctor that the treatment wasn't going to work. He basically said, we're going to put you on this high dose of prednisone treatment. Sometimes it works, but I don't really think in your case it's going to work because my case was so aggressive. And he was prepping me for dialysis. Like, he had me go to classes. He was literally prepping me to have a life where I was going to be on dialysis. So we're going to fast forward. Here I am now. I have been doing the plant-based diet for over a year. And like I said, my GFR is 46, which means I'm stable. And when you talk to my doctor, he literally has said I'm his success story. I am the success. Will this stay this way? We don't know, because this disease is very aggressive with me. But right now I'm stable, and right now I don't need to be on dialysis. And if we can keep me this way for a few more years, that would be great. It is a lot of sacrifice. It is a lot of discipline. It's a huge commitment. I'm Italian, so I love my food. I mean, I'll do another conversations on the patio about food, because that's a big thing for me, and I'll go more into that in another one. But I can't say enough about going plant-based. For me, it saved my life. For me, it is why I'm where I'm at today. I don't really believe I would be where I am at today had I not gone plant-based. So when you see those documentaries or you read those books, believe them, because it's true. Diet is a huge, huge factor in your health. And I'm proof of that, because had I not gone plant-based, I'd probably be on dialysis right now. So